the National Federation of the Blind. Live the life you want.
I became blind when I was 15, and after that, because of glaucoma, I had to take care of my eyes, and they basically removed the eyes. This was done back in India. And when I came to this country about 25 years ago, I was totally blind and had no eyes. Hi, my name is Yasmin Reyazuddin. I live in Rockville, Maryland, and I work for the county government. The story I want to tell, I joined the Federation right after I came from India, about 2 years later, but I kind of knew the Federation a little bit before that. The story I want to tell is how do we do outreach into the community. About 2 years ago, I went to a program to talk about the Federation, and there were lots of people with children, and the children and the parents saw me talking and discussing different things about what we do and how we do things. Then I had a Braille game that I played with the kids. I said, you have to write your name in Braille and I will figure it out if it's right or not. So they wrote their names, and then they left. Then a couple of kids came back and they said, well, we want to write you something else. And they wrote it. It was fun and they liked it, they enjoyed the game, things like that. And so they learned a little bit about Braille. So time passed. In September of 2013, there was a drone strike in Afghanistan. And out of those 16 people who were in a pickup truck, only one survivor, and she was a 4-year-old girl, and she basically had lost her face, lost her nose, lost her eyes, and part of her cheek, and also her left hand. So another group called Solace for the Children, brought this little girl over to the U.S., brought her to the Navy Medical Center in Bethesda, and started treating her with whatever they could, because she had so much bleeding and she had cuts all over her body. And I heard about the incident. I wanted to reach out to this girl because, of course, she was blind now. So that was not the right time. Well, 3 months later, when she they found a foster family for her, she came to stay with them because her parents and everyone in her family basically perished in the drone attack. So she was going through a difficult time. The people who were caring for her, there were about 30 people who wanted to care for this little girl, and they did not know anything about blindness. So one of the ladies who was going to take care of her sister, who had gone to the program that I had spoken earlier, told the caregiver, oh, talk to Yasmin. She is a great woman. She is blind. She is from India. You should talk to Yasmin. So this woman contacted me and said, I would like to come to your office, come meet you, and I would like to bring little Aisha. And so I said, okay, yeah, come over. I said, aha, opportunity. Reach out to this little girl. Maybe she can learn Braille, and we can figure out something for her. So she came to my office. At that time, she could not speak a single word of English. We had an interpreter with her, and he talked to her and told me what she was saying. And she said she wanted to go back home. She wanted to find out what happened to her parents and her little brother. And we knew that everyone had perished, but we couldn't tell her that. So anyway, this little girl started going to the preschool in Montgomery County, Maryland. Started getting an education, started learning English. The school people said, well, she doesn't need to use a cane because, that's not important right now. So we in the Federation, we got her the cane. We got her to participate in the Bell Camp last year, and she is now thriving. She is loving to live here. She's living the life she wants. She is enjoying learning Braille, and she has learned. She is a fast learner. So her disability did not impact her mind. She is sharp as a knife. She learns very fast. And I am glad that because of my participation with the Federation, I was able to help her reach her goal of being to a place where she could do things by herself. She doesn't want to hold your hand if she can walk by her with her cane. And she's only 6 years old now. So the Federation has helped her, and she's going to be in the Bell Camp again this year. So we hope that she stays with us. But she wants to go back home too. And we all know there is no place like home. She has her grandparents and her uncles and aunts back in Afghanistan. So we need to help her find the right way. And I hope you like the story and see if you can help her get back home. Thank you.
For more information about the National Federation of the Blind, visit www.nfb.org or call 410-659-9314.